Who got the swag? Forward a man my down jungle to check.
What is good, y'all? This is JV here with a quick update video for you guys. Now, if y'all didn't know, Korean hip hop finally has its own award show, and it finally went down for the year 2017. If you didn't know, Hip Hop Playa and Hip Hop LE teamed up to host the Korean Hip Hop Awards, and we finally got the results. I linked down below a link to the video itself so you could watch the award show if you so please, and also I will link the article that I'm reading for all the results for you guys if you want to read that. So we have a lot of different categories, including one of the ones that I've heard talked about a lot, which is Artist of the Year. So I'm going to go through each of the categories, the result of, who won, and give you guys my quick thoughts on, what do I think about that. So first off, Artist of the Year, Jay Park. Interesting choice, not necessarily mad about it. Personally, I probably would have went with like Changmo. I think he dropped a solid project. He was a young dude coming out, and I think he just had a really, really solid year as far as putting out a solid album, having a solid presence in the game. Also G2 you could have did with his double album that he put out, part 1 and part 2. But I don't think Jay Park is a bad choice at all. I think it's a safe choice for sure. He's definitely got that mainstream appeal, has that rap and hip hop presence, but at the same time occupies that pop and R&B space. So and again, I'm not the hugest fan of award shows in general, so I never really get worked up about this stuff. So Jay Park, not mad about it. Hip Hop Album of the Year, Nuxall's The God of Small Things. Absolutely on deck with this. Y'all know I've spoken the praises about this album. I think this album is immaculate. I love this album. Top 5 Korean hip hop albums of the past 5 years, in my opinion. VMC's doing a great job with him. Young dude too, so to see him this early into his career dropping projects of that high of a caliber, it's incredible. Next, Hip Hop Song of the Year, BY's Forever. Not a bad move, big fan of BY. Thought that was a really solid track. Definitely, had some impact on the culture for sure. Definitely been getting his props lately. And not mad about that. I don't think that's a bad choice. R&B Album of the Year, Jay Park's Everything You Wanted. Didn't think that was all that compelling of an album, me personally. I think he has better bodies of work, even as recently as like Evolution and Worldwide. Everything You Wanted to me wasn't that compelling of an album. It had some dope singles on there, but as a full project, it wasn't all that great. I probably would have went with somebody actually on the same label as him. I thought ELO's album 8 Femmes was better. I would have even went with Hoodie's album. And I don't know if Zion T's is too early, or too recent, but that also would have been a good choice. So that's probably one of the first categories that I'm like, I'm not feeling that. R&B Song of the Year, Dean's D, Half Moon. I feel you on Dean. Half Moon is a strange choice. Even songs like Pour Up and stuff like that, I feel like resonated on a bigger scale than Half Moon. But not mad about it. Think Dean is an incredibly talented artist. Producer of the Year, Groovy Room. Great to see him get some props. Big fan of Groovy Room and the work they do over there. Dropped some singles there. One was with Doki too. I thought that was really, really dope. So shout out to Groovy Room. So glad to see them get some love over there. New artist, Justice. People really, really love Justice, man. See him get a lot of love both internationally and over there in Korea. Not mad about it. Thought his debut or not his debut, but his most recent project was a solid project. For new artists, I probably would, if he couldn't have gotten Artist of the Year, I probably would have put Changmo there, but that's fine. Justice, talented dude. Collaboration of the Year, Live, Sick K, Punchinello, Owen Overdose, and Flow 60. I don't know, Young Freestyle. Don't disagree with that at all. Despite how you might feel about the song itself, you can't deny the impact that it had internationally. I mean, I haven't seen a song get this much hype over here stateside since Ichima. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that YouTube used it in its YouTube Music ad campaign. So a lot of people were exposed to it. I mean, my reaction got tons of views, way beyond what normally I get for it. So that doesn't surprise me. I think that's a solid choice, and I think that's a really, really dope song too. And then Underrated Album of the Year, Sleek's Colossus. Absolutely 110% agree with that. Sleek's Colossus, fantastic album. I'm so glad to see her get her props, man. Her and Don Malik, man, they got some dope stuff going on over there. Highly suggest you check out her other work too. Man, Colossus, fantastic album. Glad that they looked into that and showed her some love. So overall, for the first Korean hip hop awards, I think really solid choices. That definitely in tune with various movements and cultures. Wasn't super mainstream. That was my fears when I heard that they were gonna have an award show. I was like, oh god, they're only gonna have like Illionaire and Highlight and the major agencies projects. But I mean, Colossus got some love on here. We got Groovy Room. Nuxall, from, even though he's part of VMC, that's definitely like a rapper album. It's not super like radio friendly. So I'm glad that they have a nice diverse eclectic mix of there, and overall I think it was a really great job that they did on this. I highly suggest you guys go check it out yourself, and I would love you guys to weigh in down below any of the categories. What are your thoughts about their nominations? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? I would love to know what your thoughts are. Till next time, this is JV here. I love you guys. Bye.